Welcome to Fashionable Trash Talk. I'm your host, Ashley Aaliyah, where we discuss all things fashion. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so it seemed like y'all enjoyed my little take yesterday of talking about fashion, the little fashion take I had. So I have a beauty take as well. I was discussing it with my friend. Now, I feel like when it comes to makeup, you have like makeup that's for film and TV, Instagram as type of makeup. You have like the natural makeup. It's an entire spectrum of makeup looks. What I noticed is that with TV shows, movies, and stuff like that, it's too much Instagram type of style makeup being brought in like the film and TV space, and I don't personally think it translates well. I feel like if you look back at movies from like the 90s, again, early 2000s, 80s, moving back, I feel like the makeup looked so much more realistic, if you will. Like they still had like their little glam, but it was just very soft, and it gave like everyday woman, if you will, again, because it's TV shows and stuff like that. And even when it was like more glamorized looks, it was still done in a certain type of way. But I feel like now, okay, so what's the show All's Fair? Perfect example. I feel like that makeup is way too Instagrammy for a TV show. Just my personal opinion. Now, I'm not saying the ladies are unattractive or anything like that. I just feel like I would love to see the makeup dialed back some, because everything is just so harsh. I don't know what I just said. Or I think another perfect example is like Tiana Teller in the new film she did with Leonardo DiCaprio, like the brows. And I actually seen a clip of her. I think it was like a GQ interview that was saying like she don't play by her brows and stuff like that. And I think for personal life, Instagram, whatever, absolutely. But I think that in a lot of her roles, like the brows are too dominant for a film and TV show type of space. Like it's like almost too polished, if you will. And then I was watching, and this movie is a couple years old. I was watching Knives Out, Glass Onion. It's like one of those like murder mystery shows, and Janelle Monáe was in that one. Beautiful. Everybody knows Janelle Monáe is beautiful, but I was like so distracted by her brows. And it wasn't the fact that the brows were a mess. It was just like it was way too dominant for that type of space. And I hope I'm like making sense. I feel like if you kind of look back at just like, I don't know, what, like a Two Completed Game. I'm trying to think of like iconic Black films. Shit, you could say Woo with Jada Pinkett. I know that's a lot of people like it, don't like it. A Low Down Dirty Shame. Even if you go into like the white girl films like Charlie's Angels, or so you could do Sex in the City. I don't personally like Girlfriends, but I know a lot of people go up for Girlfriends. Like if you just kind of think about like their glam, and then it was just so much softer. Waiting to Exhale was having a moment recently. Even like that makeup on there was just very soft and feminine. That's what I want to say. Like I just feel like the makeup used to be so feminine, and now everything is just very hard, harsh, brazen, almost like drag queenish, if you will, but not in like the fun To Wong Fu type of way, because that was a good movie too. But it's just like everything is just a little too hard, and I think it kind of conflicts with a lot of the characters that the girls are playing. I don't know. So that's another thing where I wish that the makeup artist kind of did a little bit more research, a little bit more education, a little bit more style stepping, as far as like understanding that there are different looks for different types of spaces. It's just like, again, like I think one of like the best things about old press runs is that you can look at a film, and matter of fact, I can think about Game of Thrones. What was her name? Brianna Tath. And she played the Wednesday. The very, what's her name? Gwendolyn or something, like the tall, beautiful white lady. Anyway, you see her in the role on Game of Thrones, and very toned down, very tomboyish-esque, whatever. And then you see her on the red carpet for the show. Totally different type of glam. It was just like, you was just taking it back, like, oh my God, she's actually really beautiful. She's gorgeous. you know, X, Y, and Z. And then Wednesday you see her different, and she was in The Sandman, and then she had like a different type of look with that. And it's just, I think that's like the beauty and the magic from like style stepping, if you will. Like, it's like you see them in one space. I think Halle Berry does that sometimes in some of her roles, although they often have her playing drop dead gorgeous. But you know, like some roles she was like Lucy and Isaiah wasn't as beautified as she was in certain roles and stuff like that. But I think that was like a part of the magic when it came to film and TV at a time, is that like how you just see the transformation of how a person can look just ordinary like me and you in a film, TV, then just be beautiful and glammed up on social media or red carpet, not television, like interview, what they call it, like on the news or something like that. Like I also feel like that is very different too, or like their streetwear candid videos and stuff like that, or photos too. I don't know. So that was another take I had when I was talking to my friend that day. I was like, I feel like the makeup is becoming way too harsh and way too social media-esque in a space where that type of glam shouldn't really be there. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all may love it or like it, but that was just another hot take I had about the current state of the industry. Follow me on LTK to shop all of my style boards. Make sure you follow me on social media, Instagram and TikTok at Ashley2_Aaliyah, and you also can shop my account as well. To book me for styling services, you can visit my website, www.ashleyaaliyah.com. To shop my boutique, you can visit www.richbitchcollection.com. If you are in Philadelphia, Delaware, the counties around Philadelphia, or New Jersey area, you can book me for makeup services at www.sincerelyashleyb.com, and you also can shop my cosmetic line. Thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my playlist to binge watch my videos.